Some of the most challenging things were usually involved kids, because in the projects it was it's kids usually with either one parent or being raised by their grandparents, and that's not good for kids. You know, you need a father, mother. So that's some of the things you had to deal with. Nothing stressed me too much. We had guys that it's hard. What am I thinking? I didn't find a lot of things to be a challenge. I worked with a real good group of guys, and the sergeant I had who recruited me down to him, Sergeant Wise, he was the best sergeant I ever had over my 28 years. He was just a really, really good sergeant. We worked as a real group. When we came in off the street and turned our paperwork in, we would hang and talk about all the things that happened that day and what we would do. He also taught us, even something happened that was on the street and we're around, we would, instead of being in the station, we would get together and what'd you see, what'd you do. He really was great at doing that. And he was a tough guy. He had come out of the IID section, so that's our internal investigators, the police. So he taught us what you should do and what you shouldn't. So other than that, some of the people know me. I don't let things bother me. We had a lot of guys that they were just gung-ho. We had just some gung-ho guys, and we were actually called the A-team before the TV show came out, and you had to earn your A-team. And I did that by going into one of the low-rise apartments. And again, this is all the projects. And you used to have real nice apartments back in the 50s or 60s. And now the laundry room that they have on the, between the floors was just empty, and it didn't have a bulb in there. The washing machine and dryers, they got stolen. So I got a call in there about some possible robberies, suspicious behavior. So somebody saw something. And when I went in there, I found two guys. One had a guy on one wall, and the other guy had another guy on the other wall. So when I opened the door, I had a light there, and so I could see the first guy. So then I got my flashlight out, and he had a guy against the wall. They both had him against the wall trying to get money, and they were both from Pasadena. This was September of '83, right after I went down there into that was Sector 2. So I got the gun from one guy, and I got the other guy. He had, you ever know what old time barbers say? He had that on his wrist, and I managed to get that. It made, just as I was getting ready to cuff the second guy, one of my backups showed up too. So that was, again, it don't bother me. I just, again, we knew we were going to review things, and you just talk about it, and you do the right thing. And, been shot at but not shot. A guy tried to stab me on a bus, but that didn't happen either. You get your backup. You can ask for backup, and they get it there. So basically, all in all, putting it right in a basket, I enjoyed it every day. You're not really afraid. They talk about everything. You shouldn't be afraid because you can make mistakes, but you go into it, you just do it. It's got to be done. That's what you do. So, and again, a good group of guys around me. Anything else?
Final question for you.
Okay.
What made you decide to become a school administrator after being an officer for so long?
You know what? Later in my career, I had a Monday through Friday job with the police athletic group. So I had a chance then to coach. And I ran the Buccaneers all through the 90s. And then I came here in 99 to be with the JV. And again, I only worked Monday through Friday. I had good hours. I had weekends off. So when I decided to retire, that was 2009. So I put my papers in, and then our coach then was a coach, that guy named Kevin Collis. He was a head coach, and he saw me over here at 3Bs because I didn't have to go in till like 10 o'clock. and he came over for breakfast, and I told him, I said, I'm going to retire. Because then I started getting these little details where I couldn't be there on a...
Never mind, all I want was
Well, I'm sorry we were talking while you interrupted.
Yeah, I know,
So,
All good.
I know. So she found out I was going to retire, so she asked him, she called him, and he called me to, hey, you got to go see the principal Monday morning. I said, what did I do wrong? You know? So I went in. It was that was when it was Kathy. She's Louise.
It's all coming back to you now, isn't it? It's just all this memories
Yeah.
coming back. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to do this to you.
No, that's all right. So I came in and Kubik, Kathy Kubik, Dr. Kubik. She brought me in and she says, I hear you're retiring. I said, yeah. She goes, well, are you going to be looking for a job? I said, yeah, I'm going to be looking for a job. And she's like, okay, you got a job. Can you start next week? I said, I can't because I put my papers in for June 3rd. This was like end of April, early May. She goes, so when you retire, you'll be able to come work with us. I said, yeah. Of course, I had the summer off because the school was out. And so I came back that August. And I've been here since then. What she wanted, and she told me, she goes, we need more males in here, strong males in here to help, because they're usually mostly some female teachers and stuff like that. So I came here, and at first I didn't like it because I guarded the bathroom and it was up there. And that's what I did back then we had 3 lunches, and then you had I&I. Do you remember we did?
I had some.
We had I&I.
So it was a free period.
We had I&I, for that was like 20 minutes. So I'd be in I&I, first period, second period, third period, lunch. But in between, I would get maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So I really had to basically wait till the third period was over. So I was going like 2.5 hours to eat my lunch. Now it's like 1:45. It's near the end of the day. And I kind of like I'm here. I'm 28 years as a police officer, and I'm guarding the boys' room so they don't smoke. So it got on my nerves at first, and I was getting ready to quit. But then my JV players would come out and talk to me, and then a couple more. Then the next thing you know, I had a crowd around me. I'm like, Miss Cuba came by. I said, I'm sorry about these kids hanging on me. She goes, oh no, I love it. Don't worry. Next thing you know, I had boys and girls. I had all these kids hanging around me, and just talking about anything. So, and I mean, I'm off every summer. One of them was like, okay, the money will be good enough, and then with my pension. And I'm still coaching. I coached here from 99 to 2011. And then I was like, I'm kind of between my knees and doing this for a long time. The job, and I've been here 10.5 years now. I'm going to do 15 years. So I got 4.5 to go, and the plan is the wife and I are going to move down to Delaware.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so
If
much.
I survive this one.
Yeah. Thank you so much, though.
All right.